Welcome to the 5 on 5. Tonight I'm joined by Diane Kosmatka. She is the co-chair for the Coho program, which initiates conversations about death and dying. Thank you so much for joining us today, Diane.
Thanks for having me.
So Coho, what does that stand for? What is the program?
It's so funny because it sounds like a fish. And we always laugh and, it's like, okay. But it stands for choosing options and honoring options. And the options are about what options? What options do I have when I'm faced with maybe a medical emergency late in life? Say I have a sudden stroke and I can't talk for myself. What do I want to have happen? Because the default in our medical system is that everything is done. If you call 911, everything gets done, unless someone has a pulse in their home, which is a physician order for life-sustaining treatment. And also, in addition, if they have their advance directive that they've filled out. So if people have these decisions made and discussed with their families, we're good. Everyone knows in the medical system what they want, as long as those documents are speaking for themselves. But if they don't have the documents and no one knows, no one speaks for them.
Absolutely. And, death, dying, it's a very difficult subject to talk about sometimes.
Yeah.
How does one broach that even?
It's a funny subject. I mean, you can get like silence in a room when you talk about death and dying. People don't want to talk about it. But what happens is then they're in the midst of an emergency, and then everyone is in a crisis mode. So what we're trying to do is avoid the crisis mode and have the conversations early. So how do you approach the subject? Maybe asking a parent or a loved one, I'm not really sure I know what you want. If something happened where your heart stops, you can't speak for yourself, not breathing, you're dead, essentially, would you want everything done? Some things done? What exactly do you want to have happen? So choosing options, honoring options is about having those choices thought about, discussed, and then put in document form. So it helps all of us in the medical community know what to do.
Okay, great. Well, Diane, we'll have much more with you coming up. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the 5 on 5. Again, I'm joined by Diane Kosmatka, the co-chair of the Coho program. Mm-hmm. So, Coho, is there any, connection to the hospice program?
Well, we have connections with both hospice and palliative care at both hospitals. We have about 4 hospice programs in the Valley, and I have been with Providence for 33 years, and much of my career has been in hospice and death and dying. So yeah, we do link in with the palliative care and hospice programs, but with the documents and the discussions we want people to have before they need to, before they're at death's end. Unfortunately, in hospices today, we're getting people in the last couple days of life versus the last 6 months, where it's designed to be helping people toward the end, that final chapter, but we're getting them in the final minutes and not the final months.
Right, and you're also trying to prepare people through a series, right, that you're doing right now.
We're in our 4th year. We have a series called Conversations About Dying, and we're in the 4th week of an 8-week series. These occur at Smolin Center every Thursday, and we run them twice, 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock. So people that work can get there in the evening series, and other people that works under their schedule that can go in the afternoon. But most people come in and are just like, why didn't we hear about this before? So we're midway through. We've conducted these every year for the past 4 years, and the numbers of people attending each session have just grown. They're just so excited about the topics that we include.
Right, and in terms of getting more information, if somebody is interested in these series or in this series that you have going on, how can they get more information on it?
They can call the Coho office if they would like, or they can call Providence Home Care, and we have brochures at our office they could pick up. We're out behind Costco. The Coho office has, the number is 6466. I don't have my glasses on. And our office number for Providence, which I have in my head, is 732-6500. So feel free to come by and pick up a brochure, call, or just go to the Smolin Center and we'll have brochures 2 o'clock, 7 o'clock, every Thursday for the next 4 weeks.
Okay, thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Diane Kosmatka, the co-chair of the Coho program. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.